today's showcase to give you a first look at our next DLC fighter. Actually, hardly anyone knows what we'll be announcing today, even among Nintendo staff worldwide. The development team and other stakeholders have been working on this fighter with the utmost secrecy, which means other Nintendo staff around the globe will only start making preparations for release after the showcase has been broadcast. So, it won't be available right away. Please understand that it will take a little time. I think even many Nintendo employees will be surprised to see this and say, wow, really? So, let's all share in the fun of getting our hands on the latest information. However, even if you say, that's not the character I was picturing, I hope you don't have any hard feelings. We prepared a fighter reveal video. Once it starts, I think you'll figure out who it is pretty quickly. Now, let's do this.
Oh my gosh. Sorry for the weird intro today. We started like right at the nick of time. I was gonna say Zelda, but Fire Emblem.
The time has finally come to unleash the forbidden spell of Zaharat upon our enemies!
Oh my gosh.
What were you thinking, charging right into an enemy's trap? As you and I are one, I too am trapped within this void. In time, our hearts and minds will cease to be. Are you prepared to die? I thought as much. I also do not wish to die. And yet, there is no other choice.
It's not either
You
of them,
must
is it?
join Smash.
Oh, it is.
Join Smash Brothers already! What in the world are you waiting for?
Okay, that's cool.
So joining Smash consumes even the darkness itself.
Okay, now like Byleth and Smash. That's a little too obvious, right? Because there he was in the intro in the cinema scene. But no, it is. Okay, cool.
So you returned, and sooner than expected. I see. Too many swordsmen, are there? And you wield the sword as well? What will you do? So that is how you plan to win the day? So be it. I reward your cleverness this time. How is this?
I'm guessing whether you take the male or female option, you'll have very different weapon options.
Use Amir's overwhelming power. Unleash the blinding speed of Failnaught. Along with the sword of the creator, each weapon matches a direction. Your will and mine be now at one.
Let's see.
To you, both sides of time are revealed. Through Smash, show the world.
Okay, that was a cool trailer. And Three Houses was one of my games of 2019. Go Lady Edelgard. Haha.
habit, Byleth from Fire Emblem Three Houses is joining the battle. Fire Emblem Three Houses was released just last summer, so it's still very new. Even so, you'll soon be able to play as them in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This release is planned for January 28th. You'll have instant access
Sweet, that's
to
soon.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighter Spiders, and it will also be available for purchase individually. In case you're not familiar with Fire Emblem or Three Houses, I'll explain a few things, so don't worry. First off, what is Fire Emblem? It's really hard to pronounce in Japanese. The producer said it's okay if I just say Fire Emblem. But when writing it, if you don't write Fire Emblem, the Fire Emblem police will come and get you, so please be careful. The series' first entry launched in Japan on the Famicom in 1990. You could say it was a pioneer in the genre of tactical role-play games. You might be wondering what makes it particularly tactical. Well, it's tactical in that it simulates combat. You can think of it as moving pieces in a board game, or in other words, a game in which you advance units across a grid and battle. When we talk about tactical games of that era, there were lots of ones in which you command tanks, aircraft, and so on. But Fire Emblem was unique because each unit was a specific character, sort of like a role-playing game. Plus, something made it stand out from other Nintendo products. Characters could permanently die. That's pretty direct language though, so perhaps we should just say they're sleeping with the fishes. But really, if a character fell in battle, you'd lose that unit. They'd be gone and you couldn't use them again. Recent entries in the series maintain this concept of permadeath to some degree in classic mode and what have you. But a lot of games now allow strategic withdrawals, so to speak. In the older games, your units would really be gone, never to be mentioned again. Scary.
Pretty hardcore.
The game's stories are told like chronicles of war, with increasingly distinct characters and engrossing scenarios. Several characters also appear in the Super Smash Bros. Series, and 6 of the 7 use a counterattack. It's their down special. There's actually a reason for this. When I was considering how to incorporate Fire Emblem fighters into Super Smash Bros. Melee, I thought it might be interesting to reflect the turn-based nature of the original game. First comes your opponent's turn. They attack and you counter. Next comes your turn. And now, Fire Emblem Three Houses is the 17th game in the series.
Wow.
People who aren't Japanese in particular might be thinking, 17 games? There are that many? Well, if you include Fire Emblem Heroes in the remakes, but you don't include the Satellaview game, Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE, and Fire Emblem Warriors, then it comes out to 17 games. Let's try saying them in the Fire Emblem Can You Say It challenge.
Quite the legacy.
I'll give it a try.
Hey, he did the henshin to Google.
There you go, 17.
That's where that came from.
So you saw how I was counting in a weird way, right? I was counting in binary. This is 0. Fold this here and you get 1, and then you get 2. Then 2 plus 1 equals 3. So this would be 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you get 16. Add 1 and you get 17. Awesome, isn't it?
That's cool.
You can actually count up to 31 in one hand. And if you use both hands, you can count all the way up to 1,023. If you've given up counting the knots in the tatami mat, you could always give it a go.
Keep your fingers well articulated.
In Japanese, the male version of the main character is called Byleth, the female version is called Byleth, but in English
So
they share the
Byleth.
same name, Byleth. Byleth becomes a
Later
professor
this
who
month.
ends up leading one of 3 academic houses. Once you've chosen
Wonder
them, you guide them through their school
what the
life,
consensus
and,
is
well, end
online.
up fighting the other houses. After a certain incident, 5 years passes, and you meet up
Not
with
what I
grown-up
thought.
students to battle
I didn't know what I thought,
houses
really.
in their regions. It's a very
But
sad
cool.
game in which your former allies become enemies,
It's a good
turn
choice.
hostile, and try to kill you.
Because it does represent an awesome
To
game.
understand the concept of Fire Emblem Three Houses, I played an early version of the game before its release. I've done the same thing before, with The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, for example. Because I couldn't wait until launch to experience it, or we'd have never made it in time. For that title, I borrowed an early version of the game for 2 days, ran around all the areas, saw the ending, and realized for the first time, I guess we can't really have Breath of the Wild's Princess Zelda as a fighter. I did the same this time, but with there being 3 houses and multiple endings, it was really hard to get a feel for it. And of course, there weren't any walkthroughs I could reference. The game has multiple routes, and the outcome of each is very different. Your experience will vary depending on the route you choose, and many of the characters you meet will adopt different roles in the story. I'll try to avoid spoilers when I'm talking about the fighter. I hope you'll understand. Before my demonstration, I should point out that when I did the Terry Bogard showcase video, I mentioned that it was recorded a month in advance. But this time, we have to account for the holidays and such, so we're filming 2 months in advance of this video's release. Right now, it's actually November.
That's pretty cool.
Therefore, some of what I'm about to show you might differ a bit from the finished version. As always, I'm using a special in-game camera and such for demonstration purposes.
It's pretty funny.
Here I go.
Everyone was wrong online. I didn't see anybody predicting Byleth.
So, this is our new fighter, Byleth. Sadly, they're lacking in mobility. It's maybe a bit better than Robin's, but that's about all you can say for them. Throws are not their strong point either. Their grab lacks range. But actually, you could say that they're distance demons. The hero's relic they use changes depending on the direction you input with the stick. Each of the hero's relics is a weapon that appears in Fire Emblem Three Houses.
So both
They look
male
like
and
bones,
female
and there's a reason for that.
versions of Byleth get all the weapons.
First, let's talk about the weapon Byleth uses for upward inputs, the Sword of the Creator. The Sword of the Creator here is Byleth's default weapon. They use it for flurry attacks and tilt attacks, such as down tilt attacks, where it takes the form of a whip. They also use the sword for dash attacks and other moves. For their up smash attack, they'll whip the sword upward to launch enemies in the air. For their up air attack, they'll wave the whip sword overhead. The hit detection for this attack lasts for a relatively long time. The up special move is really something. The sword extends like this,
Nice.
allowing you to do things like this. It was pretty terrifying how I knocked him into the air with that attack. And in addition,
Wow.
awful things like this.
Whoa.
That said, you'll launch opponents upward until their damage reaches a certain percentage. Exceed that percentage and you'll need to be careful. You may find it helpful to mid-air dodge. I've already shown this, but you can also use it to latch onto edges. So that's the up special. Now, for the sideways moves. This is air throw, the same name as the weapon from Celtic mythology. First, we'll go through the forward and back air attacks. As you can see, they have a long reach. Like so. Marth's air attack keeps opponents in check too, right? If Byleth does the same thing, you'd win out, so you should be able to beat it. Next, the side smash attack. This also has a long range. It'll connect even from here. Also, if you add an upward tilt, it will be stronger. And if you've knocked an opponent down, the side attack won't hit unless you add a downward tilt to aim for them.
think Byleth
By the
was
way, the tip of the lance is
fun
more
to use.
powerful. The shaft part is weaker, so it's not suited to close combat. It won't deal much damage, and it won't launch opponents far.
For the people that get super technical
That's why, as
with
a
him
rule,
or her,
you want to hit with the blade part aimed
they're gonna
upward.
have a good time. I don't know if I'll have enough time to master the character. Probably
Next, the
not.
side special.
But it'll be nice to try to get pretty good at
Byleth
least.
simply swing the lance like this, but again, it has excellent reach. For example, even when your opponent is at this distance, it'll still hit. Actually, you can do a smash attack to charge forward a little, like this. But as you'd expect, it can be easily shielded, so be careful. Use it in midair and you'll carve up a large area. Returning to the side air attacks from earlier, they have great horizontal reach, but they lack verticality. So this complements it well, although you'll be vulnerable when you land. Now, for the downward inputs. For these, Byleth will use an axe called Emir. It's named after a weapon that appears in Ugaritic myth. First, the down air attack. It really is strong. You can try for a meter effect with this attack. Next is the down smash attack. A heavy swing of the axe back and forth. As you can see, it has a great deal of launch power. And for the down special, Byleth channels all their energy into a devastating strike. It's a bold move, similar to the Falcon Punch, but here's what makes it different. When readying the move, there's a super armor effect,
Ooh, that was nice.
which allows you to withstand an attack. Just so you know, if you execute a Falcon Punch at about the same time,
Whoa,
it plays out like this.
that was pretty awesome.
It's a bit slower than the Falcon Punch, but due to the super armor effect, you have the advantage. Unless you get grabbed. Another notable aspect is that it lets you pass through platforms. While you're charging up, you can breeze past platforms like this to reach a lower area. It won't let you jump, but you can use it as a surprise attack. Also, you can turn around during the move. The swing takes a while, so if an opponent runs behind you during the move, you can quickly change direction. Even though it can be hard to land a hit with this move, it can be really effective when used against a group of opponents. Plus, even if you fail to land a direct hit, any opponents on the
Excuse me,
ground
it's
nearby
like
will
6:18 in the morning on the West Coast.
It's as if the quake move ground launches on you. By the way, earlier I talked a little bit about the other Fire Emblem characters' moves. I don't recommend using this down special against fighters from the Fire Emblem series, because you'll just get loads of counters.
Oh
It
yeah.
hits with that much power in a single attack. Counters can actually multiply the power of blocked attacks, and using easily anticipated attacks like this, you just get hit by counter after counter. Next, we have the neutral moves. The bow you use is called Failnaught, which shares its name with the bow from the Knights of the Round Table. It only appears in a few neutral moves. You've got the neutral air attack. This attack is similar to a move of Pit's and other fighters like it. It lets you spin the weapon around. It's also easy to create certain combos with it. And with the neutral special, you'll let loose an ammo. It seems pretty straightforward, right? But there are a few noteworthy aspects to this bow. First, the biggest difference between this bow and Link's is that once you enter the command, you can keep charging until it's ready. You can't release it partway through the charge, so when it does fire, the arrow travels at high speed. It's also very powerful. That said, you can still cancel out of the stance using the shield button. You can also change direction while in the stance. It works up until this point, but keep holding the button. You unleash powerful arrow that looks like a beam of light.
Wow, slick.
You can perform this move by keeping the button held down. You charge up power like so, charge a bit more, and then fire.
Cool visual
But
effects.
again, you'll need to take care when using this move. For one, when you've powered up the move to its max, there's no
We're in a
way to
couple
get
different
out.
places, by the way,
Not even with the
in
shield.
the background.
In other words,
Like the
you're committed
outside
to the
marketplace,
So you see, a situation
the
like
dining
this
hall.
is pretty terrible.
or is that the church? Yeah. Oh,
Once
inside
you've entered
anyhow.
the stand, you won't be able to do anything. Which means it's quite the risky attack to use against fighters who have a move with a reflector effect. But you could always just aim into the fray, as it is, after all, a long-range move.
All about that balance
So
that
you
Mr.
need to be
Sakurai
careful when using
does
these
such a good job in.
Byleth's final
Vice
class is
versa.
called Progenitor God Ruptured Heaven. In the original game, there was a move called Ruptured Heaven. This is enhanced version. As you can see, you team up with the mysterious Sophis and launch an attack together.
I want to hear Lady
Now, let's
Valentina
talk
talk
about the color
about some of this.
variations. It's set up so that the default and odd-numbered color variations are male, while the even-numbered ones are female. However, the third, fourth, and fifth colors are, as you can see, reminiscent of the house lights.
That is awesome.
Those of you who played the original game will, of course,
Yes.
understand what I'm referring to. The sixth color is based on Sophis, who you just saw earlier. And the seventh and eighth variations have a
Plans
different
Edelgard.
haircut, which is based on something that occurs in the course of the original game's story. Didn't we see this variation in the final Smash?
Quite the Lady Edelgard
Next,
like
I'll introduce the stage.
outfit, skin.
For this one, we of course tried to recreate the place where you spend most of the game, Garrick Bark Monastery. This is how Garrick Bark Monastery is laid out in the original game. From these, we chose to have it cycle through the marketplace, reception hall, bridge, and cathedral, all in one stage. It's the type of stage that rotates through different areas, such as these four. Let me introduce each of the guests that appear in these four areas. The first area is the marketplace. I think this is where a lot of people come to do their shopping. The guests that appear here are students of the Blue Lion's House, Dimitri, Dedu, and Ingrid. Not Dimitri, Dudu, or Ingrid. Their names are a bit difficult to say. They're largely from the Holy Kingdom of Vargas. Since it's a kingdom, that means they have a monarch. For that reason, I guess you could say Dimitri is the future king. He had quite a difficult life and may or may not end up with just one eye. He's an unfortunate one, that one. There are vendors on either side. In the original game, these are important booths where you buy all sorts of things, but here you can break them, you see. If you do break them, the stage will expand to the left and right.
Pretty fun.
I wonder where people will buy their supplies now. And in the background, you can see the gatekeeper.
I like the humor.
You often pass through this area in Fire Emblem 3 houses, and you end up talking to them a lot. Moving through these areas is possible thanks to this mysterious platform. Just when it seems like you've come to a stop, you'll come crashing back down. You've broken through the ceiling and slammed into the building. And the guests in the reception hall are Edelgard, Dorothea, and Petra.
I had a hard time picking one of the
Take
variants
note,
between
it's
those
not
three.
spelled Edelgard. They're from the Adrestian Empire. And as such, they embrace their military might. Edelgard is one of the characters who is central to the conflict. Depending on the path you take, she'll go through some terrible ordeals. You'll notice there are prominent chandeliers above the stage. It's possible to knock them down. However, Byleth can't actually reach it, even though it's their stage. You can reach it with other fighters, though. So, it's nice if you can work your way up there by getting lucky and being launched up, or perhaps by using another fighter as a stepping stone. There we go. I made it. And you can knock it down. Also, you can break this table. Like so. Just like the sign that reads Fooding Kaza in the Suzaku Castle stage, it can break if you launch the opponent into it at close range. Next up, the bridge. The camera rotates 90 degrees, creating this long area. It's very wide indeed.
And here's where they unveil
It's
character
similar to
number
the bridge
6,
of Elden Stage.
Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. Get over
The
here!
guests are from the Golden Deer, Claude, Hilda, and
No.
Lawrence. They belong to the Leicester Alliance.
That would be a surprise though.
Because it's an alliance of many noble families, you could say that they have a wide assortment of members. And Claude is the sharpest of the bunch. Incidentally, both Claude and Hilda are the names of characters that appear in Genealogy of the Holy War, the 4th title in the Fire Emblem series. I guess once you've reached the 17th game and are creating 40 characters for each new entry, you're bound to get a bit of name overlap. The naming process must be tough. Hey, it looks like the Pegasus Knight is busy training. As for the bridge's design, it's just a long pathway, plain and simple. You can expect plenty of blows to be exchanged at the edges of the screen. You could also say it's a place where the Failnaught really shines, and in this sense, I think it suits the Golden Deer perfectly. The last area is the Cathedral, only with some platforms you can pass through. The guests appearing in the Cathedral are Seta, Flame, and Rhea. There's Seta, who appears to have an extremely strong bond with his sister, Flame. She seems to be under the protection of him and Rhea, who you can see fighting during the opening of Fire Emblem 3 Houses. All three have character quirks related to their true identities. I feel that Flame might be saying shush at this point, so I'll leave it at that. This is a simple area of the stage. All it has are these platforms. Being the last area, it may be a place where some intense battles will be waged. It'll cycle through each location in about 2.5 minutes. Okay, today we'll have a tag team battle in Squad Strike with the DLC team pitted against Fire Emblem protagonists from throughout the ages. That'll give us precisely 5 players per side. Alright, here we go, Joker. Joker! And Hero! Gee, we really made it long, huh? Banjo! By now, I think you know what I'm doing. But basically, I'm trying to defeat all 5 opponents with just the Professor. But as expected, it's going to be a pretty tough battle, so I'm using anything I can get my hand on. It's not going to land that easily. Uh-oh, this is bad. And again.
Mr. Sakurai plays his games well, though.
I'll use
So
this
I think
chance
I'll
to
do it.
attack. Got it. That's scary. He's invincible for a moment here. Lots of explosives. Ouch. Perfect shield of that. Huh. Good one. If I do this, like this, or like so. No anti.
Props to the English translator.
There.
Banjo! It's funny.
Good. There's Mom. You're in a good spot, Mom. I shouldn't have taken that. Gardevoir. Well, I guess no one uses projectiles. At this point, it doesn't matter if Gardevoir is there or not. I feel like the enemy might get this smash. See? They got it. But I mustn't give up. I can't waste the chance. There's another smash ball. Yes,
Nice.
got it. Now,
Precision.
what are you charging up? There's still more. Whack, whack. Go on, you can take the hammer, but it's mine. Although I'm scared I might get hit with a counter in this state. I hit him.
That's pretty scary.
I was trying to fight using Byleth abilities alone, but what matters is that I won. Good game.
Yep.
It can be fun to play like this, especially in tag team, so I think it's a good idea to try imposing different types of challenges on yourself. The end. Now, about the additional music. Since it's from the Fire Emblem series, we'll be adding each of the new tracks to all the Fire Emblem stages. There are already a lot of Fire Emblem tracks in the game. Our selection this time has been made taking those existing tracks into consideration. 11 songs are being added. This includes an arrangement of the main theme in both Japanese and English. I hope you'll enjoy these as well. We're also adding in the new spirit board. It includes the house leaders among some of the other popular characters.
Ooh.
So this is Legend class.
Nice.
Also, there's a new classic mode route, a heroic legacy, which is designed to let you enjoy classic Fire Emblem stages from throughout the series' history. The final battle is against Master Hand and Crazy Hand, but you'll find that something pretty amusing happens, so look forward to that.
Cool.
Now for the Mii Fighter costume. Please take a look.
Wow. That's cool. Nice surprise. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's fun. Hey, Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle was a fantastic game. Mega Man X. Dope. I wonder if he's going to address the Captain Falcon saluting Mega Man photo. Cuphead, whoa. An invitation? Wait. Is it a, Oh, no, wait. What are they doing right now? What is he? Cuphead is a Mii costume? Well, I'm confused. It said something about invitation real briefly. Extra Mii Fighter costumes.
This time we're releasing a Cuphead costume.
Okay.
And for those of you who purchase the Cuphead costume, an additional song will be added. It's called Floral Fury, and it's the theme that plays when fighting Cagney Carnation. I hope you enjoy these as well. After purchasing a costume, I recommend using the sharing feature. If someone has created a Mii Fighter, you can
Is the
play
audio
using the
out for
costume it's
anyone
wearing
else?
immediately after you download it.
Hmm.
And now, onto the amiibo.
I don't know if anyone else is having difficulties right now with the audio. Oh, here we go.
Dark Samus and Richter are planned for
Released
release
on Friday, January 17th.
I pre-ordered both of those a while ago.
And now, with the addition of Byleth, the Fighter's Pass is finally complete. The lineup was Joker, Hero, Banjo and Kazooie, Terry Bogard, and Byleth. From more than 70 fighters, only 5 have been added. But I must say, this game has always been an exceptional experience. And since the roster was already so large to begin with, right from the start, we intended to make the most out of the new gameplay mechanics and so on.
Very
There
solid
really were a lot of
roster.
new mechanics, weren't there?
Yeah.
When we add a new fighter, we don't simply make their attacks or their movements a little different. Instead, we try to offer you a whole new style of play. As I stated, we'll continue to release more DLC fighters down the
I wonder how
line.
many.
I had thought that 1 or 2 might suffice, but, well, have a look.
Here's 10. Oh shoot, what is this? How many? It's not gonna be 10. 1, 2, 3. Wait.
Looks like there'll be one more fighter than last time.
Whoa.
For this reason, we will be releasing the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass Volume 2. It will be available for pre-purchase on the date shown, so please keep an eye
Wow.
on it. And now that it's official, we intend to move ahead with development. Of course, like last time, the contents will remain unknown for now, and I'm personally very sorry that we have to release Fighters Pass Volume 2 when the details have yet to be revealed.
It's okay.
Like last time, I'd be very grateful if, despite
Totally.
that, you would understand why and purchase
Dude,
it.
it's so worth it.
Furthermore, the new additions have already been decided.
Wow.
Even if I receive many requests regarding potential candidates on Twitter, I'm afraid it would be very hard to consider them. But I still hope you'll look forward to it.
Amazing.
We're also including a bonus with Fighters Pass Volume 2. Last time, it was a Rex costume. But this time, here's what we have. It's a Mii Fighter costume for Mii Sword Fighter, the ancient soldier gear from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This will not be for sale individually, so it can only be acquired as part of Fighters Pass Volume 2. It's been reported that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the highest-selling fighting game in the world.
Heck yeah.
Personally, I don't know if it counts as simply a fighting game, but I guess it's seen as a fighting game around the world.
It's a fighting game.
Seems like Street Fighter 2 was in the lead for a while, but now Super Smash Bros. Ultimate
it
has
is
surpassed it in total sales.
Different. The
However,
everything's
I'm
different.
not sure if this is accurate. There were 5 versions of Street Fighter 2, or 6 to 7 if you really want to get into the weeds. Plus, there's the arcade versions and the 25 ports to other systems, so I don't know if that's been accounted for. Also, I don't know if that really qualifies as one game. It's up for discussion. So, who knows? But when it comes to a single piece of software, it seems like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is #1. Although, I still don't know if it can really be called just a fighting game. I feel like it's become more than a fighting game, some sort of celebration of gaming or something else
It
entirely.
really has. Dang.
Also,
work hard.
I feel a deep attachment to the 5 DLC fighters. The first Fighters Pass just wrapped up, but it was decided that there would be more DLC, which means no breaks for me. I plan to keep working hard, so I hope you can continue to support us.
Work hard, but hopefully
That's it. Thank you.
enjoy it, you know? Dang. So I think that's officially it now. Thanks for watching. We're done. Okay. So, first of all, thank you for watching with me. Yeah, sorry for the lack of a proper introduction in the beginning, the way I usually do, but we kind of just hopped in there at the last moment, and yeah, that's what happened. Okay, we can leave that, I guess. So, that was a cool presentation. Mr. Sakurai really did a good job showing Byleth male and female versions, the different character costumes. Really cool stuff there. The fact that we get the 3 house leaders and their different looks as kind of alternate costumes is fun. So I'll be choosing the Lady Edelgard one personally, but you'll also have Lady Edelgard in the background, you know, so that's kind of fun. Cool character in general. I think that most people, myself included, were probably thinking it was going to be a third-party character, like maybe Scorpion from Mortal Kombat, or Doom Guy, maybe something crazy like, you know, Minecraft representation, or Master Chief. But then there was like, are you on the Geno bandwagon? A beloved character from a Nintendo franchise. Could it be just somebody else from the Nintendo world of original characters? You know, we did get some ARMS representation via, not trophies, but it's kind of early, bear with me, you know, by the assist fighters. But could it have been an ARMS character, or, you know, a Goron? Like, who? Well, it's from Nintendo's IP. It is Fire Emblem, so it is first party. And I think that's a good choice. Perhaps if they ended on this 5th character and, you know, did not have anything else, people would have thought like, you should have saved a bigger one for the last to have the more impact on the, wow, I can't believe that they're making it into the game. What? You know, perhaps. But they already surprised the heck out of us with Banjo-Kazooie. That was huge at E3. And even though Terry Bogard kind of got leaked ahead of time, the Terry Bogard reveal was fantastic. It was awesome way how they showed him off. Hero was a really cool one. Of course, Joker was cool. And you know, actually, we got Piranha Plant as a bonus character early on, so, you know, even though he, she, you know, even though that character was not directly a part of the, you know, fighter pack 1 of those 5 characters, that's still a bonus character. And now we're getting a pure 6. I think it's at $30, so totally fair price. That's $5 a character. You're not just getting the character, but you're getting an accompanying stage, so that's pretty big. Music that goes along with and all that, so, you know, worth it. Good humor throughout the video presentation. It's pretty funny. The Mii Fighter costumes, some of those are pretty interesting. We're getting some Assassin's Creed in there, more third-party rep. Some Rabbids, also Ubisoft third-party representation. Cuphead, you know, another Microsoft property, which Cuphead is on Nintendo Switch, but still, that was a cool surprise. For a moment I was thinking like, wait, I don't really see the Mii character inside. Is this Cuphead? Like himself? What? I don't know. Now, who are these 6 coming? And if I'm not mistaken, if you count the 3 Mii characters, you know, Mii Fighter, Swordsman, Gunner, and all of the characters in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, you get something like 82 total playable characters right now. And I'm not talking about, okay, male and female versions count for, you know, X amount more, and Bowser and, you know, the Koopa Kids count for, you know, several more. But I'm just talking about individual characters with different sets of moves. Oh, there we go. Individual characters with different sets of moves. I think you get 82. That's just huge. So with 6 more, that's 88. Unless if it's slightly off this way or that way, because I'm not sure if it's 82, but that's like 88 characters. Wow. I'm gonna have to look at the roster later on and add it up and make sure that we will have 88 is an accurate statement. And it said they'll all be released by December 31st, 2021. Is that right? So that means we're getting 6 new characters, and it won't happen between February. I don't think that's going to be the first one, but definitely past January. So over the course of 22 months, we'll get those 6. If I had to guess, I would say that the first one of those 6 wouldn't be ready until like April through June at the earliest, but we'll see. That's exciting. That breathes a lot of breath into the game. I mean, this game has sold so well already worldwide and continues to be a top-selling game in the charts monthly. But having all of this extra content, come out over the next, year and a half plus, I think is really going to keep the train going, keep the hype going, have new people hopping in and stuff like that. You never know what Nintendo's going to do, Kind of makes me wish that Super Mario Odyssey at this point has some substantial DLC, because I think a lot of people would love if they just opened up, a whole side island that is Super Mario Sunshine's Isle Delfino, or something else, just a couple of new worlds maybe. We did have the VR Labo, which was pretty sweet, but some like new content by going to some new locations would be totally worth it. But maybe Nintendo thought internally and really said, okay, we're just gonna hop into a direct sequel or something. Hard to say. And then there's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, the game that just keeps on going. Yeah, Mario Kart 8 came out on Wii U. It got its 16 new racetracks that came bundled in with the Nintendo Switch version. But after that, aside from some karts and the new battle tracks that were exclusive to the Nintendo Switch version, no new courses. And I think Mario Kart 8 would be super easy to put in new courses. I would be happy with any new tracks from the Mario Kart Tour game for iPhone and Android. If any new tracks or any tracks there from previous Mario Kart games not already in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe found their way to be made as DLC in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I think that'd be pretty sweet. That'd be cool, because then you'd be playing on the big screen with hand controls, new courses and old courses made in HD for the first time in some cases. That would be pretty nice. Probably the easiest update that you could do to that game. But Mario Kart keeps selling super well, where I'm sure that Nintendo is preparing Mario Kart 9 on the side, perhaps in no real rush. Then again, it's not like you want to half do a game's development. You want to stay with it and keep the momentum going, especially if you're developing a good thing. But in the case of Mario Kart 9, maybe it's in development on the side and the team is being given a slower task, but let's say that doesn't really make that much of a sense from a business standpoint, because then you're eating up people's valuable time and skills to create something at a slow pace that's not going to be seen for a while. No, I don't know. Maybe they're hard and fast away at developing Mario Kart 9, and it's just started within the last year and a half, 2 years, so it's not going to be out for another year or two. Who knows? If I were Nintendo, first of all, I would release the Nintendo Switch Plus sometime between August, September, or early November, like November 6th, before the competing platforms release their new hardware. And if it's the latter of those, options, being November 6th, that's the date that I would choose to bust out The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. 1-2 heavy hitter, boom, boom, brand new hardware, capable of playing all Nintendo Switch games, no exclusive games for it, but beefier specs, It's running older games at higher levels, newer games that come out really get optimized for it, but the regular Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch Lite could play, all games throughout the generation just fine. Might be in 720p, 30 frames per second instead of 1080p, 60 frames per second that this Nintendo Switch Plus could do, but keep it in the same library. This isn't Nintendo Switch 2 just yet, not for a few more years, but release that and Zelda November 6th. It would take so much attention away from a lot of people potentially buying opposing consoles come out, because everyone knows like that game did numbers, that game was good, I want that sequel. And then November 20th or November 27th, like 2-3 weeks later, right on time for Black Friday and stuff, that's when I would release Mario Kart 9. Whoa. Because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is going to sell just fine throughout these next 11 months until December. And probably in the holidays, that's when it's going to sell its best, as a matter of fact. Like it'll sell more in those last 2 months of the year than, a good chunk of those other 10 months. Maybe not more than all 10 combined, but it'll make up a good percentage of the year in those last 2 months. Mario Kart 9, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe being a family game and all that stuff, it's typically when those types of games do their best. So Nintendo doesn't really need to rush MK9 anytime soon, but that's probably the biggest thing that they could release this holiday season to really get people to buy that software, and new people possibly buying the system because they want that game. It looks awesome. It utilizes the new Nintendo Switch Plus and all that. That's my rationale at least. We'll see what happens, but let me know what you think of this Smash Bros. Presentation, including the character reveal itself of Byleth, the fact that we're getting 6 new fighters up through the end of 2021. What do you think about my ideas of Zelda, Nintendo Switch Plus, and Mario Kart 9 coming out? And anything else you have to share? Thank you for watching. This has been Paul Gale from PaulGaleNetwork.com. I am signing out. It is 6:54 a.m. I feel like we got a decent amount of discussion after the video ended, so that's kind of cool. Alright everybody, have a good one, and good morning, or whatever time of day it is, and have a good one. Alright, see y'all later. Bye.